Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and this is Create Your Own Cozy. On today's video, I'm going to work on 7 projects where I grab some items from a thrift store, upcycle them, and I'm going to resell them in my booth for a profit. I just finished month 2 of owning and operating my own booth, and I'm happy to say it finished much better than last month. And I am going to be working on a video for Monday, letting you know the quick and dirty and the ins and outs of what sold, how much money I actually made owning and operating a booth in the Cumming, Georgia area. If this is the kind of content you guys are interested in, I would love it if you would hit subscribe. If you guys love the content of this video, I'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what your favorite project was, and let's get started. So let's get started with the first project. This is a topiary set that I got back at the Goodwill bins a while ago for an average of $1 a piece. And it turns out that these little hydrangea topiaries were made out of paper. So I decided to make a paint wash and stain or dye this paper, so to speak. So I started with a little bit of paint. This is Fern from Waverly. And I started with a little bit and a little water and then decided to add a little bit more paint. Didn't want to over saturate the paper with color, but I ended up doing 2 solid coats of this paint wash to this paper tree, and I did let them dry completely beforehand, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to work with it. You could put it on, but if you started going over it a couple times, you could start to see that you were dragging the paper. So I would go on it once and then let the paper dry completely overnight, and then I did a second coat. And I'm okay that a little bit of the lavender comes through because I think it goes well with this paint wash in this green color. And next I'm going to marry these topiaries with some thrifted pieces that I got for 99 cents a piece. One of my viewers reminded me that a good rule of thumb is to put some rocks or something heavy in the bottom of the bases. Heavier equals more dollars, and it also helps us from toppling over. So I just grabbed some rocks from outside. Some of them might be painted rocks that my kids had touched before, but we're okay. I'm reusing, right? So I'm just hot gluing some rocks in the bottom here. Used some foam from the Dollar Tree and an old skewer that I had. And I think this is a pretty good update. What do you guys think? For my second project, this planter was on the bottom of that topiary. It was way too small for the size of the topiary. So I am just going to cover it with some white chalked paint. I did 2 coats here. And then I'm going to try this lighter taupe color on the Kindest Regards IOD stamp, but you will see that it is not enough of a contrast. So After this one didn't work, I went with a darker color, just didn't even clean anything off. I was going for like a real messy look. This is the color Artifact, so it's a little bit darker. Any of these colors will do. You can two-tone it. I am in love with this stamp. I think it has so many uses. It can be used as a background stamp, as the main decorative part, and it can be stamped into air dry clay. So I'm not being neat here. I'm just getting like an idea of these words on the pot, and then I end up sanding it down a little bit so it just looks old and distressed. Next, I'm going to put some watered down antiquing wax. This white is way too bright for the look I'm going for. So I'm just covering it over there and letting it be a little drippy, and then wiping it back with just a paper towel. And then I'm going to cover it with some clear wax to go ahead and seal it, and then start working on what's going inside the pot. On the inside, it's all from the Dollar Tree. I've got the foam, and then I have the green moss from the Dollar Tree, and then the succulent here I actually got from the Dollar Tree. I don't love all of them, but this one had like a lighter color, and I figured I could see if it works. Let me know, does this look high-end? Next, I'm going to work on a cloche by marrying some stuff that I got from the thrift store. I got this dome at the thrift store for 99 cents, and then I got this wooden round for $1.09. I got them separately, so it's one of those things where if you see a part, you grab it, and then you find something one day to make a happy little family. So I got this cute little, I think it was like a wooden vase for like 25 cents, and it matched the wood round exactly. So the idea was to either use that, or this other piece had come off of a spindle and it broke apart, so I could glue that back together to use it for the top. But I don't really think that goes with the look of this one. I think that would look better with a different bottom, so I'll save that for another project one day. So I've got the two wood pieces. They're basically a similar tone, but I will go over both of them with a watered down antique wax just to make sure that they kind of go together. I'm not looking for matchy-matchy. I just want them to have a similar tone. So one coat of the watered down antiquing wax does the trick. And then I did not video this part, but I did use E6000 very carefully on the bottom of the wood and stuck it to the dome so that it wasn't very goopy. Like, I made sure that there wasn't any excess, and just let that sit overnight, and it is so strong. So pretty easy upcycle here, and I'm pretty happy with the results. For project 4, I have used these gnomes from the Dollar Tree before, but I'm trying some new stuff. I am going to try the color Fern. This is a very dark color for me. My husband did say, what are you doing? Are you doing anything else to this? Because it was so much green. But my friend Emily, who is a viewer of this channel, also has a booth at Out of the Cedar Chest, but it's just the Gainesville, Georgia store. And she private messaged me asking me how I've been selling these, and all 6 that I've made have sold. Well, she made some, but she was asking $7 for hers, and I was only asking 4. So I am making some more, and I'm gonna kick them up to $7. I mean, that's what I would charge for like a little painted bird, so why was I trying to go so low on these? Anyway, so I'm making some more. I'm changing it up a little bit for the summer months with some green and some whites. I also grabbed some scrap wood that had already been kind of stained with this antiquing wax water mix, and I did that again and kind of made little stumps so that the gnomes could sit at different heights. And then I worked on, like for the green ones, I did clear wax and then an antiquing wax. For the white one, I did that same try with the clear wax and antiquing wax, and then I did a little concoction where I mixed the clear wax with a green paint celery color, and just tried out a bunch of different finishes, and I'm going to see how they sell, see which ones sell best, and let me know which one's your favorite. I'm going to make another cloche with 2 around dollar pieces that I got separately at the thrift store, but this time I'm adding a doorknob to the top, and you can see just putting those things together it's such a cute little cloche. This next one was just a riser I got for $2 at a thrift store a while back. I like the idea of green, but not the idea of watermelon. So I just covered it with 2 coats of black Restyling paint. This metal was not going to grab chalk paint very well. I knew it. So I went ahead and went back to that lighter beige color and I probably needed like 3 coats. This was a very tried out paint that I have. I'm trying to use what I've got. And so I added some water to it. It was a little bit chunky. I just went with it. Did 3 coats, did some distressing and let some of the black and the green come through. And then I decided to get that kindness regard stamp out again with some ink and I love this little guy. Now we're on to project number 7, which is the last project of this video. I got this brass-like container from the thrift store. I want to say it was under $2. It already had the foam in it, and then I went to Walmart and got this. It's like a eucalyptus mixed with some lavender and some other greenery in it, and cut these with a wire cutter down to the height that I wanted. Added some moss because I realized I wanted to make this a really nice finished look, and pretty excited. I think this one's going to sell in my booth. So what did you guys think? I think my favorite in this group of projects was probably the Cloche. I can't even pick which one, but the Cloche projects. I have a little thing for cloches and domes and the desire to style them. So I'm very curious to see how well they sell in my booth, because if they do, I can do this all day long. I love looking for all those parts. So if you guys like this video, I would love a big thumbs up. Let me know what your favorite project was below. And so for you guys who have stuck around to the end, I have a nice little treat. Henry got sprayed with some Smell Good conditioner and got brushed the other day. and did not want to smell good. So I got a fun little video of him being all spunky and trying to get that good smelling stuff off. So thank you guys for sticking to the end. I know this is a DIY channel, but I'm very aware that you come here to see Henry too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for Monday, where I'll do an update of what it was like in my second month of running a booth, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.